Right, let us continue and pet the cat in a second. I positioned it so that we were at the end of Monday, I believe, at the end of day 11. Yep, good. So let's finish the day, pet the cat. Yay! Let's pet the cat. Right, so we're end of day 11. Let's take a look at the clue card. When her chance finally came, she did not hesitate. She did not hesitate, even for a moment afterwards. When the Arder was dead, she felt only elation. Oh, okay, because we've been dealing with this Arder person. There's been a murder of the Arder. We don't really know a lot about it. So this story is about us. And it turns out we might have done it. I don't know. Years after she had first laid eyes on the book, she had what she needed. And the book in question is the book with all the plants in that we are dealing with. That we are slowly constructing throughout the game. Tuesday! It's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday. Wednesday. Okay, so yes, I've got to remember we've got this new mechanic here. We can combine up to 3 plants and we can make some form of elixir, which we may need to do at times. But first of all, pet the cat. Hello. Yes. Right, let's go and explore somewhere. Where are we going to explore? The first letter of the Latin name of a plant known as golden light. The number of petals on a lucky cabaya flower. Ah, so now that is going to test us. So, golden light is also known as weeping bell. It's one of the 3 notes I've got in front of me. So it's W, and we're going to get a coordinate now. The number of petals on the lucky cabaya flower. Now, I can't remember which one that is, so let's take a look at it. 6. Oh, no, the lucky one is a 7. So W7. Let us take a trip to W. There's no W. Brilliant! So there must be a 3rd name for golden light. Let's find it. Good evening. Oh, Latin. Yeah, fine. Yeah, that'll be it. Golden. Good evening, cereal. Golden. No, but it was also called Weeping Bell. So I needed to know that anyway, because there is Weeping Bell, which is also known as golden light. First letter is L, so it's L7 that I need to go to. I was almost right. L7. I tell you what would be nice is if the row and column that you're in also highlight. Oh no, it tells you up here. Okay, fine. So I can confirm that that is L7. Correct. I did, Cyril. I have yet to look at it. It has been a very busy day. I amble through the meadowland, stopping every so often to examine any wildflowers that catch my eye. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweed, cat's ear. And something hidden among them. Something new for my collection. We've got 2 plants here. Too many plants. Absolutely too many plants. Far too many plants. Okay, good. Yeah, my organising system has gone horribly wrong now because, yeah, there's too many plants. Anyway, good. Ding ding goes the bell. Arch, I don't know what band you're referring to, so you're quite right. I wouldn't confuse it. Ding ding goes the bell. The Sisterhood was attacked last night. Bethany is dead. Did I have Verona as a Scottish person in week 1 and then a Welsh person in week 2? Along with the new Arder and 13 others. Those damn fools with all their secrets. No amounts of pleading with them could get them to see sense, but through blind luck, we've been left with a slender hope in this fight. Sister Charlotte managed to escape the slaughter with one thing that could help in the fight against the servant. A nuclear weapon. No. Trust no one. Keep it hidden. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. But get it open. Okay. We need a key. Let's zoom in on it. It's a box. It's a box with a lovely 5-petal thingy. I can't rotate it or anything like that. But we've been given a box. I'm going to put you in the items drawer. Twisted. That is what I want to do, but all you can do is drag it around at the moment, so just throw it on the ground. Ding ding goes the bell. It's the postman. They're saying the Sisterhood has been attacked. Don't know much more than that, but those seeds of redemptionists have got all excited about it. Yes, we released something for them. And that may or may not have been a wise decision. There's a bunch of them chanting outside Pulliver's right now. Let's take a look at the letter. Foxfield Trident. We're going to use this again. First of all, let us find Foxfield, which is down here. So we'll put... Where are you? There you are. Going to put you over there. And then we're going to take the trident, and then we're going to click on the square that the trident is referring to. So Foxfield is the name of this town. So let's click on here. From Foxfield, the trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of the Swinside Stone Circle, which is blooming difficult to say. A faint path leads me over a ridge and into a dell. Hello. That was Adele's hello, not Lionel Richie's hello. Is it me you're looking for? Here a plant thrives sheltered from the wind. More plants. Too many plants. Too many plants. Too many plants. Less plants, please. Let's ring the bell. Forest is back. I go to the Black Combi. I know it's comb. I'm saying combi. I will kill this servant, my people have a saying. He who lives without fear does not live at all. I like not living, then. I will not say that I'm not afraid, but it would be no bad thing to die hunting a noble adversary. I will take Embersol. Now, I think I'm going to thwart you here. So I've dealt with you, put you in the archive. I think I might thwart you here. Because normally I have sort of obeyed everybody's wishes and everything like that, but this time I'm not going to. So Embersol is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary, produces flowers with many petals with razor-sharp leaves, or Lesser Meridoc. Lesser Meridoc. It's made up of small yellow florets. A single drop from the strong-smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering them slow and uncomprehending. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that. And I think it's probably... Nope. Oh, that says give to Dryer. Now, he is also... He's got green tints around his eyes, so he currently is on a Dranthium overdose. I know I'm rude, Manning. I think it's this, so let's just take a quick look at the plant. Is that the right sort of flower? I think it's the right sort of flower. Small yellow florets, the round flower head is... So this is... So I need to give to Dryer, and I don't know why I've got that label, but well done, pass me for that. But I'm going to also label it with Lesser Meridoc. And let us identify, whilst we're here, Embersol, because we may as well go away. Embersol. Could well be this, couldn't it? It is quite easy to cut oneself on the jagged leaves, and this says it has razor-sharp leaves. So I think that is Embersol. So let us put that there. Going to turn that label blue, as it's technically not confirmed, but I'm pretty sure it's that. E for Embersol. Oh, it's going to go somewhere up here, isn't it? Yes, the system is failing now, but it's because I've got too many plants. And let's give you Lesser Merit. Now L is going to go over here. Fine. You're going to go here. Let's give that to you. Ah, so that would make sense, Manning. I think you're right. Widow's Woe, said to induce fear, also called Kempfoot. I'm going to write that down because equivalent names seem to be coming up quite a lot. Partly due to its unpleasant scent. Dainty dark flowers grow out from a bed of long thin leaves. Okay. Ding ding goes the bell. Milton. Allow me to present my services. You put your services away. I own a small shop that specialises in curiosities. I would have thought that someone in your position ought to be interested in perusing our collection of manuscripts on elixirs, for example. Okay, we're going to have to make this elixir, aren't we? Arnside Antiques, 21 Orchard Road. Well, I want to go there. Well, it's going to be in a place called Arnside then, if it's called Arnside Antiques. Let's see if we can find a place called Arnside. And I'm aware that there we are, it's down here. That it's very small text for you. Apologies. The dark exterior of Arnside Antiques blends into its surroundings. A tailor called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery, to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. It's like me trying to navigate anywhere. I get lost inside a phone box. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their uses unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. Okay, so we've got the Elixir of the Damned and St. Quentin's. So let's take a look at the Damned, which is made up of that, and that. Dangerous and extreme caution is advised. It's said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost, alive but no longer with us. So we've got Elixir of the Damned and St. Quentin's. So back from death. This elixir will enable any drinker of it to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would not be wise to drink this near to the edge of a cliff. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage, a red flower to protect the mind, a seed pod for luck. Well, that's quite cryptic. Whew. Okay, so that's blocks fear. Good evening, Catus. We should probably try making some of these. Now, I'm going to write down these Latin bits. So we've got arbutum, alacritas, maculosus retenentia, and mens fortis. That is what I need. So those are all Latin names, of course. And the book is not arranged in alphabetical order of Latin. So I'm going to start here and hope that I find them quite quickly. There we go. There's one. Arbutum alacritas is cabaya. So I know that one is that. Number 1. Okay, so that's that. Mens fortis, a Dranthium, which is going to be somewhere here. There's number 2. And now that was mens fortis. So maculosus retentia, or however you say that last one. Here we are. Henchuck. Now this one we haven't seen. The fruit of the henchuck can have a startling effect on the memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance. When cut open, when the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready for harvest. So it doesn't mean that it is going to be that colour. So it's got a tuberous bulb. Have you got a tuberous bulb? Oh, I've already got some Baylock's elixir apparently. No, I made that last time. Is it this that... No, it says Norwood, and I need Henchuck. Let me just check that I haven't got anything here that I might have labelled as Henchuck, because that is the sort of thing that I would do. What is that? Somewhat pungent. Doesn't say anything about smell. The flowers are blue. Is it going to be that? You think the H section? It's not that, is it? Well, it does have a little thing popping out of it, doesn't it? The thing is, that's sort of implying the soil. Am I missing a plant? Does anyone think that I've got a plant in here that I've overlooked? Tuberous bulb has an unusual structure that gives it a striping appearance when cut open, but I haven't cut it open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. Green and blue. I'm not seeing anything that's green or blue, but you are talking to someone who's colourblind. And I'm using that absolutely as an excuse. Green, blue. You're saying green, blue. Where am I looking? Where am I looking? You don't see... Arch doesn't have a colour license. He sees in black and white. I don't see a green and a blue anywhere. So let me just... What was that? So that was... Cabaya... Dranthium... Just... I mean... I don't like this because this implies that this is... I don't think this is it. Because I think it's going to be close down... The bulb is quite firm and turquoise in colour. Here we are, the orange fruit. I'm looking at the fruits. Here we are. The bulb is turquoise in colour. Here we are, it's this. Here we go. So that was henchuck. So I can, whilst I remember, put a label on it. I wasn't looking at that bottom bit as being the bulb, but of course that is what it is. Let us create the Elixir of the Damned. Where have you put my elixir, game? Where have you put it? You normally put it in the middle of the screen, so there we are. Let's put you over there. Elixir of the Damned. I'm just going to put damned, actually, because then it'll be in bigger letters. Have you ever played a game of head and chuck? Good. So that's that one. So I can archive that. I can archive that. Now the other letter. 5 pointed leaf. Red flower. And a seed pod. So I can only assume there is only exactly one of each of those. So there is a... Unless they're all talking about the same thing. So that has 5 things in its flower. But then so does that. And those are more pointy though. So those are pointed. That's also 5 and pointed. So how am I meant to... 5 pointed leaf to grant courage. So maybe I need to look at, say, Palliance. And look at its effects. This removes toxins. So it's not going to be that. St. John's Poppy. Let's take a look at that. So I'm after something that's going to give me courage. Hearing ability for that, so it's not that. Now this one I don't know. And that one I don't know. I'm just going to stick with ones that I know. That, which isn't that one either. This is going well. Okay. So it is going to be one of the ones that I don't know then. So let's go through and find the ones that don't have ticks. I'll be with you in a second. So I'm not sure whether Venus... Oh, with that one. That's not... No, that's not probably not the one. The grant courage. So Daisy Dock. A simple potion that can grant courage that could be brewed from the leaves. It said the ancient warriors would take it before going into battle. Okay, so we need a 5-pointed thing with leaves like this. And that's this one, isn't it? Okay, so we're putting little couple of bits of information together there. So we know that that is Daisy Dock. And that's your 5-pointed leaf. Let's put that in the D section. Yeah, I'll do. So that's number 1. Congratulations, Arch! A red flower to protect the mind. Okay. Isn't that one of the ones we just dealt with? Embersaur ought to have protective properties. But it doesn't say protect the mind, does it? So I'm going through and looking for ones without a tick. In fact, let's... Can I? Is there a... I found a way of making you bigger last time. I forget what it was. Never mind. I'll find it accidentally. That's an interesting name equivalent. Sheep Snap, again another County Fair game, Henchuck, is also known as Bulbs of Bayonne. That does sound like an affliction, doesn't it? I'm going to the doctor because of my bulbs of Bayonne. Oh, it's right click! No, it's not that. So I'm after a red flower to protect the mind. One of the all-time classic names is Guybrush Threepwood. Okay, so we need red flowers and it needs to protect from the mind. It needs to protect the mind. It's a red flower to protect the mind. No, don't close. That's not what I wanted. No, that's because I'm at the back. Fine. Let's go back to the beginning then. Protect the mind. Ah, here we go. Candlewood produces a red flower that protects a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. So we need Daisy Dock, Candlewood. Candlewood, so that's number 2. And finally, what's it? A seed pod for luck. A seed pod for luck. Seed pod for luck. That's lock, not luck. There was something that gave us luck. Now, what was it? It's just finding it. Just writing down Eyebright/Loether. Indeed, Cyril, I have a feeling that wouldn't work. Because they will have checked for that. Fox button. Memory is Henchuck. I need that right now. Pain relief. You could locate someone with Jacob's Worth, but that is not luck. Curing afflictions of the heart. Mental faculties. Tell the truth. Lift curses. It's here somewhere. It He's here somewhere. Uncover hidden treasure. It's not luck, is it, really? It's going to be right at the back, isn't it? Hearing ability. I'm getting concerned that I might have missed it. Insanity. Lovely. Relationships. Friendships. Fear. Luck! Finally! Weeping Bell. Well, I hope that was a lovely 5 minutes for you all. Weeping Bell. So let's find that. At least I hadn't... Oh, just can't find it now. But I've got a tick, so what... Why is Dranthium... Oh, it's putting them back not where I'd... Oh. So it turns out finding it's going to be a problem. Weeping Bell. Also known as Golden Light, though. So, Dan, look under Golden Light, which you were now telling me in the chat, I would bet. There we go. Let's put that there and create that elixir. Oh! Okay. A plant that is believed by many to lead to gold. That's not luck, is it? Is it? So let's keep on reading. Because yeah, it wasn't a seed pod either. Okay. And I've got to the end of the book. No! Maybe I don't have it yet. Maybe I don't have it yet. Yeah, indeed, Arch. So I'm going to pretend that the past 5 minutes were wonderful and exciting. And I'm going to put the plants roughly back. Because the game's not putting them back where I want. Yeah, M's sort of around there. H for hen chuck. How much hen would a hen chuck if a hen chuck could chuck hen? That is the next question. The compass isn't glow. Yes, so that means I can click on the map and I can go somewhere, but there is nowhere to go. Oh, now that's going to be an interesting thing. So here's some antidotes to fungi. And what's this that hasn't got a tick on it? So this is the Woken Dendru, which we awoke. The servant. That's what we need to do. We need to defeat the servant near Black Combi. And there will be specific plants that do that for us. Okay. Let's put these back as well, because otherwise I'll be wondering where they are. And D for Daisy Dock, so you can go there. Ding goes the bell. The dreams have changed. I understand now what I need to do. When your librarian friend visits tomorrow, give her this instead of the palliance that she will ask for. She knows something that she is not telling you. Well, there's a choice. So give that... Give that instead of palliance. Okay. Can we identify that? Good. Not going to. Meh. Interesting. I probably will. Because I want to be on the side of the Arder. I think. So my gut tells me I'm going to do that. That's the end of day 12. Yeah, I probably should ask. Good point. Let us look at the next clue card. Endmore Raven Spider. Equipped with the Arder's knowledge, she journeyed to the west, to the stone circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made her preparations. Unlucky for some, Wednesday! Also day 13. Endmore Raven Spider. What is that about? Ding goes the bell. Sorry, little kitty. Grace. Have you heard of this masked woman? Yes, I have. Imagine having that amount of power. And a lovely mask. Nations would kneel before you. You would be a god. That creature, it's huge, unstoppable, and they say it obeys her every command. It would certainly come in helpful with the father-in-law tomorrow. Yeah. I guess I'll have to settle for some Daisy Dock to get through it instead. Well, we just identified the Daisy Dock, so let's give it that. The creature is the servant. This is the creature that we've accidentally sort of unleashed. So, dead man's fingers, found in dense forests. Looks like a hand growing up. It said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. Well, that's got to be that one, hasn't it, surely? Hi, Neil. How is Puzzle Boat 2? Ding ding goes the bell. Hope it's going all right. Here is the letter deliverer. There was no address provided to this letter, just the horticulturist. Spelt wrong. Yeah, horticulturist, spelled wrong. I have to assume it was meant for you. Good work, postman. Good work. If you know your plants, this letter is for you. Okay. Okay, yeah. And then it says, ho ho, so you got it working. Oh, yes, yes, it works. It works. Look to the north of Bowfell, at the source of the River Esk. Nobody knows it grows there. It will be our little secret. Ho ho, or Santa's talking to us. Okay. North of Bowfell, the source of the River Esk. North of Bowfell, here we are, source of the River Esk. So this is the River Esk, the source is here. Sure enough, I find a plant here that I've never seen before. And that is a plant, yet again. Too many plants, too many plants. I can't see where it's put it. Oh, it's put it there. Okay. So, let's put you away. Let's archive you. Now, what is this about? Endmore Raven Spider. I mean, that's very small writing. I'm having to get so close to the thingy. Endmore Raven Spider. Because what's annoying is I can't go full screen. Can I go? There I can. Right. Endmore Raven Spider. Endmore Raven Spider. I'm not spotting end or more or raven or spider. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Okay, gonna have to come back to that then. All these have so far been quite standalone without needing other cards, so we should be able to solve it, I think. Thora. My husband likes to forage for mushrooms, but I'm worried about the latest ones he's brought back from his latest venture. There we go. He's just been on a trip across the lake exploring the woods to the west of here. He's got a bag full of odd-looking mushrooms that he says are perfectly safe. But they don't look edible to me. I'd have brought one with me to help identify it, but he's hoarding them because he thinks I'm going to throw them out. This is the sign of a healthy relationship. I'll come back tomorrow. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Mr. Dunn, mushrooms, woods, west of Undermere, across the lake. Okay. So, no. Thank you. No. So we are Undermere, west of that. So it's going to be in this region here. Do I click on it? Is that what I'm going to do? Oh, where's Endmore? Where's Endmore? I've not seen it. Is it somewhere on the map? Right side. Ah, there's Endmore. Okay. And so it was Raven and Spider. Don't know what that means yet, but at least we know where Endmore is. So that's a start. Mushrooms, woods, west of Undermere, across the lake. I think we need to go there to pick a sample of them. So Undermere, go across the lake. Let's pick up some mushrooms. Mushrooms! How have I never been here before? They're hard to find at first, but soon I'm seeing them everywhere. So these are the mushrooms that we will need to identify for the family feud. Put you away. Where did it put them? Here. Let's see if I can have a quick flick through, because I haven't identified them. Just see if there's anything that... So Dead Man's Fingers, that's got to be these. I needed to change the colour of one of them. I've forgotten which one. That was excellent. Oh, it's terrible. It's not that, 'cause that's not a fungus. Just look at Farmer's... Here we go. This is what that looks like. Farmer's Worry. A spongy mushroom with potent abilities. So let's just have a quick look. Red caps have a spongy texture. Good. This is Farmer's Worry. So what is Farmer's Worry? Only safe to consume in small quantities. Grants great strength for short periods at the expense of severe fatigue once the effect has worn off. So you can eat them, but don't eat that much. Well, we shall see what she says to that. Okay, now do I have... So this is Raven and Spider. Do I have any plants with Raven or Spider in? No, I do not. Endmore and then Raven and Spider. Hang on. Back. Let's take a look at this just to see. Always Da Vinci vision everything in case there's a hidden thing. There isn't in this instance. Endmore, Raven, Spider. There's Endmore. Okay. Could that be that eye? And that be the spider? But even so, where would I click? So we've got the River Kent, Sizeberg Castle, Meathop, Arnside, River Loon, Whiteseer Cave, Sedberg, Killington Lake, T-Bay. Raven, Spider. Were they on here? They were. Okay. And more. So Raven goes up there. Evening Mild, or Mildra. And there's a spider. So is it... Do I need to... So, do I need to go to both of these places? That's my next thing. Let's try Raven. I'm really enjoying it, Mildra. Really... Do you want Mild or Mildra? What do you prefer? Really enjoying this game. And hopefully we'll finish tonight. Nothing here. Oh, it's do one after the other. Dan, do one after the other. Okay. So go to there, reposition your compass, and then go to the spider. Fair enough. Fair enough, Mildred. Go. Yes, that's true. If I water the plants, time passes quickly. Which is a tip for real life as well. I really hope that there's one plant here that's allergic to water and like explodes or something like that. That would be great. So yeah, if you make a mistake and you need to get more will to explore, water the plants and pet the cat. But watering the plants will pass the time quicker. Yay! And I like that you're following me. Hellbore. The cat's name is Hellbore. Come on, 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 come on. Good evening, T-Bone. So, Endmore. Raven, so let's put you there. Spider. Excellent. A jackdaw croaks, hidden somewhere nearby. Strange shapes of old stones pierce the long grass. Among them, some plants grow. Let's take a look at more plants. I do not need more plants. No more plants, please. Stop giving me plants. So we got those. That's quite exciting. And we got something that looks like a daisy. Ding, ding goes the bell. Simone! Lord Fremont told me he was able to help you find some information on the servant. I've been looking all over the library, but all I've discovered is a mould problem. I hoped you might have some sweet breath that could help clear it up. Okay, well, now we're given the chance of Palliance or Lyle of Neptune. So first of all, that thing that we were given, which is somewhere here. This is the one that I meant to change the label of now that I vaguely remember it. I wrote it in capitals. Give instead of Palliance. So we now know what this is. We now know that this is Lyle of Neptune. So let's put you sort of about here. So, Palliance or Lyle of Neptune, which will force a person to tell the truth when eaten. Well, that's quite exciting. Let's give them that instead. I didn't want to mention this, but Fremont gave me something else from his archives, a recipe for an elixir. I think it's a key to the link to the servant. In theory, it would be possible to wrest control of it from the woman in the jade mask. Okay, this was a very good thing, giving her the truth plant, then. In theory, the only records I were able to find are hundreds of years old. But gimme. And even if it works, what then? Yes. The power that can be wielded through the woken Dendru is too great for any one person. That's why I'm 3 people. We should stick to the sisterhood's ritual. Agreed. So identified that, and we got a letter and a book entry. Okay. Sour brandy, memory recovery, especially if it's been sabotaged. Ooh, okay. And the elixir of control. We could just look and see. That one's Farmer's Worry. And then we could probably see these other 2 somewhere. The link between the servant and the master is not fully understood. What we do know, however, is the link can be broken at the expense of the mind of the master. In doing so, a new master could take their place and assume control over the servant. So it's just exchanging one master for another, basically. Strong will is required when consuming this elixir, lest the mind of the drinker is overwhelmed. It is believed that the power of a stone circle can amplify the effect of the elixir. Interesting. So... okay. Do I need to make it in a stone circle? I don't think so, because our equipment is here. So I know that first one, that third one is Farmer's Worry. Now this one... it's not that. It's a plant that I remember dealing with, so it's probably on the top row. This looks... That's it. So that's Solomon's whatever. Farmer's Worry. And what is this? Oh, is it this? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Let's put you in there and make an elixir. Hooray! That's going to be a very important elixir. The elixir of control. Good. I don't think we've got anything to do now. I think we need to ring the bell and pet the cat. Is there anything we need to do? Pet the cat. Lorena. So true, Arch. My cousin will be married in 3 days. If you've got some trimble huff, then it'd save me the trouble of going out to fight. Look, Lorena, I am not your... I am your servant if you give me enough money. If you knew my cousin, you'd know she's not worth the trouble. Trimble huff, have we already done that one? We haven't. But P. Oh, you're putting things back in the wrong place, game, and ruining my system. Because see, Dranthium goes up here and a D. Put you up there. Yeah. Okay. So cross section. Didn't we? I think I tried to find this. Is it this one? Bell-like flowers. Well, this says cup-like flowers. Heart-shaped leaves. Strengthen relationships. It might be this. Because it's got the little dangly bit here. I'm going to go with this, but I'm not entirely convinced. Trimble Huff. It's not Trimble Huff. Didn't think it was. Don't know why I did it. Flowers are blue. It's not that. I am wondering if I've already seen this. I've already done it. Don't think so. Why are you over there? So we're going to go about here. So... must have it. The only thing that I could think of is this at the moment, but I don't like it. What are these? Those are quite hard baubles. Okay, but it isn't that. You're going to tell me something about the cup-shaped flowers, I think, if I put you in here. The flowers are blue. They point downwards. These are generally point downwards. These are generally pointing downwards. I don't think it's this. Which is why it's that. Good. I am so good at being wrong. The glowhorn or forest lantern or pixie lamp is a phosphorite illuminating the trees that it grows under. Suspicious travellers avoid walking towards it, fearing the faint lights will lure them to their demise. Can I just say that was perfect? I don't think it's this, it was that. I'm now in a Trimble Huff. Let's put you over here. That's the end of that day. Is there anything else that I need to do? So I'm not certain about St. Quentin's thingy and the seed pod there, but we'll get there. This one here is that thing that we just got the thingy for. What was it called? Glowhorn, I assume. So glowhorn, forest lantern, pixie lamp, that is glowhorn. Pretty obvious, it's glowing. Glowhorn. So, yeah. Okay, let's end that day. New clue card. The shepherd watched as she prepared the leaves and roots that she would require. He watched as the hours dragged by, the sun set, and she worked by candlelight, at times sitting still, at times moving like a dancer among the stones. The change happened suddenly, but also subtly, so that at first the watcher was not sure that anything had happened. Then he saw it. Thursday. Cryptic crossword day is a Thursday. Okay. 8 miles to the east. I've seen that symbol somewhere, but I couldn't tell you where. Oh, it's a stormy day. I mean, that looks like a great oak, right? If I had to guess, that's the great oak. So 8 miles to the east of there. Which is there. N9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wasn't there then? Fine. Well, I'll ponder on that then. Ding ding goes the bell. Well, he went and ate those bloody mushrooms. And now, of course, he's sick. Ah! Okay, so we need the antidote on the list of things that we have the antidote for. Because we now know that that was farmer's worry. Often fatal, an antidote can be made using Royal Gentia. Well, I'm very pleased that I at least knew that. Do I know what Royal Gentia is? I think so, yes. Good. There we are. Have some of that, my friend. Good. Liverstone. Caution is advised when handling this plant due to the strong paralysing agents contained within. The liverstone is a pointed mushroom. It is a mushroom with pointed caps. We've had that one for ages. That's your liverstone. Dr. Liverstone, I presume. Someone was going to make that joke if I wasn't. Probably Arch Davidson. Probably. We've got a lot of plants that we've not yet to identify, which concerns me. So we've used that once, but there'll be more to that, I think. Let's have the postie. There is a hateful man I sometimes see about town. He's called Isidore Burbage. Yesterday I saw him bending down as though to pet a stray dog. But instead he punched it as hard as he could. Okay, Isidore is not... I mean, I'm taking your word for it. I rushed over and the coward fled, assuming you're telling the truth. Someday he'll get his comeuppance. So, where is his name? Isidore Burbage. When Isidore not adore, when Isidore Burbage. Dog puncher. Mean. Sadgill Chalice. Okay. Sadgill is here. The Chalice is that one. The Chalice clue takes me directly south of Sadgill to a spot next to the river. Moss-covered rocks line the banks, velvet to touch. In the moist conditions, a deadly-looking plant grows abundantly in the lush grass, which means I want to take some of the deadly plant. Ah, there's a Venus flytrap one that you were asking about earlier. Ham. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, nom, nom. Ding, ding goes a bell. Reuben. Another body has turned up at Black Combi. Indeed, Mildred, indeed. I haven't been to see it yet, and I can't say I'm looking forward to it, but I have identified it as a Dreyer hunter named Forrest Vare. Now we've been dealing with. We have to do something. Verona tells me you're working on gathering the plants for a ritual that will help defeat this creature. I want to help in any way that I can. From what Verona told me, I think this might be one of the plants needed to perform the ritual, but I'm afraid I don't know where it can be found. So, the final ritual, which was the elixir of control, Swift Snare. The binder, ankle grabber, and never let go are several names given to this plant that may give some clues as to its properties. Yes, once ensnared, it's impossible to extricate oneself without help. It has small, heart-shaped leaves. We don't know where it is, though, at the moment. Where's the elixir of control? Did I... It's probably out here, isn't it? That I can archive. Is it in the archive? That's the elixir of the damned. Where did I find... It's a picture. It's got pictures on it with 3 things on it. Oh, fine. Never mind. He's lost it, hasn't he? Okay, well... That's irritating. Oh, no. Oh. So that's the elixir of control. So that's... Whatever he was talking about is not the elixir of control. Okay. Well. Fair enough, Ski. Where have I seen that before? Yeah, indeed, Manic, yeah. Where have I seen that before? We've also got this. Which is interesting. Ding ding goes the bell. Thaddeus. Read somewhere about a plant that'll lead you to gold. Yeah. It has drooping red flowers and filled leaves. Yes, I know the one you're talking about. Because I accidentally tried to use it for an elixir. Now, what was it called? It was quite close to the end of the alphabet. It says something about luck in it, doesn't it? About a plant that'll lead you to gold. Well, it's not talking about that, is it? Good fortune. Not sure it's that. A plant that'll lead you to gold. I remember this plant, and here we go. Weeping Bell. I'll just do that. There you are. Lead you to gold. Weeping Bell. Which isn't here because I had to use it in a thingy, in a potion, so now it's just randomly put somewhere, isn't it? I'm looking for its leaves. There you go. What are you doing over here? Golden light, also known as golden light. I keep forgetting that. Oh! You can ring, if you misclick, you can ring the bell. There we go. Ennis Aylford, how can I help you? The redemption is at hand. We need you to prepare this elixir. With it, we will lure the woken Dendru back to where this started, the Swinside Stone Circle. The Dendro is a god perverted by humanity, enslaved by mankind's wickedness, and bent to its evil will. Imagine the glory it will bestow upon us when we set it free! Okay, this is not a good thing. Praise the Dendro. Praise be to the Dendro. The woken Dendro, also known as the Servant, will be drawn to the fumes generated by this elixir and driven mad by the thirst for it. If it drinks from it, it is thought that it will break free of the bonds of its servitude, though this has not been attempted in living memory. 2 yellow berries, a heart-shaped leaf from a plant with bell flowers, a teaspoon of milky fungal residue. We will meet at the Swinside Stone Circle on Saturday. Praise the Dendro. We're on Thursday at the moment, so I think we're going to have a choice, aren't we? We're going to have a choice between this elixir and the other elixir, the elixir of control. The elixir of control, we gain control of it and we get the power. The other elixir is going to be this, and we set it free. I think I want the power. Now, before we end the day, I need to find this symbol. So far, no symbol. Okay, well, let's have a look at the map of Undermere and see. No. Oh, it's put the entire arc. Is that a bug? No, that's... So let's get rid of you. I do not need the entire archive, thank you. I just need... Oh, this is still bad enough. I just need that. I haven't looked at this with it. Looked at it with this. No, haven't done that. See, I reckon I've seen that somewhere. At least we know it can't be in any number 1 to 8. So that only leaves the other 25 columns to go. What is that? Any hints from you or any thoughts? Wheel thingy. It's not. It is the right size. Is that the right? But is there just a place with something tree in the name? There's loads of forests. Ha, there is a hard knot there. 8 miles to the east of there. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's in the middle of the lake. Nothing here. We'll have finished in no time. Arch. Maybe we need to wait a day. That's quite annoying. Let's put you in there. You in there. You're a clue. And let's end the day. So we'll get another clue card, of course. Ooh. Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise, and a low primal snarl sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. Find out in a minute, Arch. Friday, so they were going to the stone circle on the Saturday. Decay gives way to new growth. From death, life. The cycle starts again. West of White Scar by the river. Well, that's just telling me where it is, isn't it? Is it, I think? I'm assuming. West of White Scar by the river. White Scar. Okay, west of White Scar, there's White Scar Cave, so by the river. So it's going to be one of these two, but I'm going to go with there. Correct. The sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze. A reminder, from the chest of the skeleton, a plant grows. Too many plants. Yet another plant. Good. So that's that. We still haven't opened that. Hopefully we'll find a key somewhere. Plant! Let's talk to the postie again. Have you been dealing with Isidore again? I've lived in Undermere all my life, and I've never seen the people as worried as they are now. There's a general election on. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. Oh. I was speaking to a woman from Arnside who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently, there is a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east was all she would say when I pressed her. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Arnside East Cave. Wrong button. Arnside. East. Well, there's your cave. We just dealt with it, isn't it? Arnside, to the east of Arnside, there's a cave that people stay away from. Let's go to there. A thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground. Just wide enough for a man to slip through, but there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move, so we're going to take some Farmer's Worry, which will give us temporary strength. As long as we eat a little bit of it. Ooh, twilight. A plant of gloom and despair and dark magic with a foul smell. I'm surprised at how easily I'm able to roll away the boulder with the help of the Farmer's Worry. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I discovered several clusters of fungi growing there, reaching out desperately to the thin strip of light provided by the crack. Mushrooms. Oh, that could well be the one that I had identified with the purple caps instead. There, Liverstone, because in the picture of Liverstone they're straight, so that gets a question mark because I'm not sure. We're even going to put it in red because I think it's this one, Liverstone, and you can be in blue. Okay, archive you. Sorry, cat, gonna wake you. Told you. Simone Green. I haven't forgiven you for whatever it was you gave me. Yeah, it was the truth plant. I should have destroyed that elixir recipe when I had the chance. Whatever happens, you must not allow it to fall into the wrong hands. Interesting. Pet the cat. What is this? It might be worth... No, it was just worth checking that it wasn't in the book, at least at the start. There's so many plants, it could be on any of these pages. Usually isn't a symbol with any of the pages, though. With a Celtic knot, or whatever you want to call it. It's not on any of these so far. There's a lot of plants here. Too many plants. I'm going to ring the bell in a second. Well, that was fun. My wife of 30 years is dying. That is the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say there is nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for it to happen. A man at the hospice let slip about a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and it's all I can think about. I understand the risks, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. There was one where it brings you back from life. Yeah, the elixir of the damned. You're going to be a husk of a woman, but you will be brought back from death. You're not going to like it. Haverage, pretty brood flowers. If you give Haverage to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you'll both live long and blessed lives. There's a spider, have a soul. Althea O'Shea. What a delightful shop you have. Why, thank you, Althea. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but it's a 50-50 chance. Liverstone. Liverstone. Dr. Liverstone, I presume, yes. See, they're pointed straight up. Those have got wonky peaks. We want straight peaks. It's this one. Yeah. Thumb. Pronounced tomb. Ooh, tomb. This flower is sometimes associated with death, and it's used in a fragrance of soaps and candles. I often associate a Yankee Candle with death. Anyway, so that one is indeed Liverstone, as suspected. So this one... Whoops. No! No! So this one... delete, and we don't know. Flavoured is the wrong term, Arch. Do not eat the soap. I cannot control it anymore. This has all gone too far. Has it now? I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. But enough about my cat. You'll have to help me. Do we give it Widow's Woe or Dead Man's Fingers? Ooh, a choice. So let's take a look at these two plants. Widow's Woe. Said to induce fear. It has an unpleasant scent, so that's Widow's Woe. Or Dead Man's Fingers. Said to strengthen resolve and sharpen the mind. So either we're going to scare her, or we're going to make her more courageous. I'm going to make her more courageous, because if we scare her, she's going to run away, and then we'll have to deal with it. If I make her stronger, she might be able to deal with it for that little bit longer and allow me more time to prepare. That's my logic, and I'm sticking on it. Sticking to it, not sticking on it. Dead Man's Fingers, you are... Where are you? Where are you? There, with dark coloured soap. I've given her the Dead Man's Fingers. Carnivorous Torren. Known in the north as Andrew's Bane after the unfortunate demise of a man called Andrew Jardine. He was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the Torren. Revered in the occult world, a cross-section of the Torren stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. So is that you? Because, I mean, you've got teeth. difficult to tell if you've got a pentagonal thingy. Ring the bell. Hollis Gibb. There's been talk over the last few nights down the Raw Oak of a servant creature going around and slaughtering people. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my... Where are you? How did you get here if you haven't left the house? I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. The glow of a few pixie lamps would surely warm my heart. Have a glow horn. Penny Bell. The leaves of the penny bell, hallucinogenic properties, but they're highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. Faye. I understand it now. My mind is linked to the servant. With the elixir, I'll be able to throw out the woman in the jade mask and take control of myself. For myself. Together, we can end this. Meet me at the Daughter's Stone Circle tomorrow and bring the elixir. There we go. So we have a choice. Right at the end of the game, we're going to have a choice of 2 elixirs. We'll have the Damned and this other one that we haven't yet made. Right. Any thoughts on this? Because I think I need to make this final elixir sort of today and tomorrow, the Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Manic, I would have to, and I don't want to do that. I want it for me. I want the property. So we also have this coin. Ha! That's where I've seen it. Ah, and it says Gosforth on it. Don't need a hint now. 8 miles east of Gosforth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I knew I had seen it. Gazing at the still water of the lake, its black waters draw me into a reflective trance. Here and there, flowers that I don't recognise grow along the bank. I knew I'd seen it. Plants. Brilliant. Yay. Good evening, Catnip. Good evening. Good. So I can archive that. Oh, except it won't let me archive it. Okay, good. End day 15. Clue card. I love that sound effect. She finally had the power she had craved all these years, a servant to do as she willed. But the power came at a cost. The servant was awoken, and it would not be contained. It was the Dendru, the dread, it was death. But it had a fantastic fur coat. Okay, it looks like we've got one. This is either the last day or there's one more. Not quite sure. Probably the last day, given that we need to go and do this elixir thing. To the east of the castle, across the river and through the mountain pass, it grows at the edge of the woods. Okay, let's try and work out that then. So we got a castle here. Is this the only castle? There's another castle there. But it says, to the east of the castle, across the river, and there isn't a river on that one, but there is for that one. Have we got any other... I'm going to put that up there, because there isn't a castle there. It's probably this one, then. To the east of the castle, across the river, and through a mountain pass. Maybe this mountain pass? It grows at the edge of a wood. So like here, so it's going to be one of these, isn't it? East, through the mountain pass, here. Damn. But it's I think it's around there. So we will get... We'll wait for that to return. Verona Green. It is time. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Meet me at the ritual site. I hope for all our sakes that you'll be able to track down all the plants we need. Okay. I'm hoping that when I click OK, it doesn't take me there. I have a decision to make. Do I meet with Faye Swift or the Seeds of Redemption, or do I follow Verona to perform the ritual. Well, I don't want to do any of those at the moment. But it's all... I've got Swinside Stone Circle written down. Oh, we still got this. Is that you just going to tell me all that again? We must act before it is too late. Gather the plants and meet at the ritual site. Okay, fine. But first, now that I've got the will to explore again, I need this. I haven't unlocked the... I've not unlocked the thingy. I want to unlock the thingy. Well, I'm not clicking on Swinside because that would be terrible right now. East the castle, across the river. Done. Through the mountain pass. It grows at the edge of the wood. So I'm going to go here now. Because there's no mountain pass if you go this way. So here, mountain pass, edge of the wood. Damn. Oh, but I can just keep... Oh, well, this is a... I bet if I keep on doing that, I'll lose the game. I bet there's a... If you push it too far, time runs out and bad things happen. But whilst I'm here... Okay. Here? Here? Because that's through the mountain pass, so let's go here. A characterless mass mound of grass and gravel. What a waste of my time. I don't, Arch, is the simple answer to that. Because I went with there, and it said east of the castle, across the river. There's no river on this one. Are there any other castles that I've not spotted? I can only see this castle and this castle. Because it's across a river... and then through the mountain pass, which I can only assume is this. Ah, okay. East of the car... There you are, it's here. Right, okay. Across the river, through the mountain pass, edge of the woods. Sizerg. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's well spelt. Let's water some plants. There we are. Water my Trimble Huff. Watered my Trimble Huff. That is a raid phrase. Oh, whoops. I've watered my Trimble Huff. Okay. So it's going to be to the east of that, on the edge of the wood. The trees sway effortlessly in the cool breeze. The low hum of the crickets chirping, riding the wind. A sense of calm washes over me, and I'm rewarded with a new find. Oh. I love the fact that we haven't used all the plants. There's just like... Red herrings isn't the right term, but there's just... To identify the right one, you need to know it's that. You need to know it's that. It's not... There's only one left. It must be that. So I'm very happy with that. Ooh! I'd forgotten we could ask for actual hints. Okay. So... I don't have St. Quentin's elixir yet. So this one... This one will break it free. And I think that's bad. This one, we will need this elixir to overcome the sense of fear that we need. So, for St. Quentin's... Daisy Dock is the 5-pointed leaf. The red flower is candlewood. And now I need a seed pod. I think we'll have... There's loads of plants that we've not labelled yet. So I think there'll be quite a few that we won't be using. So a seed pod for luck. No. No. long and blessed lives. Yeah, yeah. Meek dew. Painful sores. Palliance. Air quality. Penny bell. Hallucinogenic. Sheep snap. Good fortune. And it's a seed pod, so we need sheep snap. And I'm assuming that's this. So we need sheep snap, candlewood, daisy dock. Prepare that elixir. Excellent. So we now know what sheep snap is. We now know that that is sheep snap. You okay, Arch? Oh dear. Move you over there. Where did that get put? That elixir. Here we are. So that is the elixir of Saint Quentin. So Saint Quentin is for fear. Damned is back from the dead. Control is the servant and master relationship, which is the one I want to take. And then there's this, which we should make because we've been given it, so why not? 2 yellow berries, a heart-shaped leaf from a plant with bellflowers, and a teaspoon of multifungal residue. Now, the fungal residue, I vaguely remember, was from one of our plants that we've already done, and it was a fungus. So let's take a look at Copper Caledonian. No. It's not that one, it's not that. Bishop's Parasol? Don't think it's that, but let's find out. It is. I absolutely couldn't agree more. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. So Bishop's Parasol, a milky fluid. 2 yellow berries. The flowers are very delicate. The petals fall easily. Those aren't yellow. Two yellow berries. And if you spot what it might be, let me know. Because I think we've got basically all the plants now, so we should have it. Yellow berries. Oh, hang on. This. Small yellow berries. That's 2. A heart-shaped leaf from a plant with bell flowers. Whew, okay. A heart-shaped leaf from a plant with bell flowers. Because we definitely got a piece of paper which says, oh, this has got heart-shaped leaves. And it was quite late in the alphabet, I think, if I remember rightly, but couldn't tell you which one it was. It's one that we haven't identified. So, based on that, let's just go here. No. There we go. How about Swift Snare? Yeah, that would be good because we want to trap this. Oh, maybe I'm going to use this after all. Think I might be. So it's one that we haven't identified yet then. It's got bell-shaped leaves. A Heart-shaped leaf from a plant with bell-shaped flowers. Sorry, not leaves, flowers. I've so confused myself. Right, let's zoom in. The heart-shaped leaves, but those are not bell-shaped flowers. Please do let me know. Oh, hello, there you are. Bell-like flower. Okay, so that must be swift snare. Okay, let's make that elixir. Yes! So that is the Dendru's elixir. There, Dendru's, that'll do. Okay. I think we have everything we need now. My gut says we still want to take the control elixir, because then we get utter control and then we get to take over the world. The Dendru's elixir, it'll break free of the bonds of servitude, but it's not been attempted in living memory. Maybe it's just annoyed because it's bound. No, I haven't. Good evening, Thistle Epistle. Good name for a botanical stream. I haven't got that, have I? I haven't found a key or anything. Dan is sad. Ooh, I don't know what to do about that. Can't remember now. I don't think so. Okay, who gave it to us? Close the book. I've not... Let's just check that I haven't missed... Just so I can archive you. Yeah, you... Okay, what if I... That's got 5. What if I just set all 5 of them to that? I was hoping that might open that, because that's got 5 Ujima flips. Well, it's not that, is it? It's not that either. It's not that. Yeah, I've gone all the way around now. That's irritating. I might have to look it up in a minute. As in, once I've completed the... Property of Nicholas Culpepper. I hadn't spotted that before. Okay, well, let us go to the stone circle at Swinside. When I arrive at the stone circle, Aylford is already waiting for me. Behind him is a group of 5 hooded figures, all bearing the now familiar mark of the Seeds of Redemption. Did you bring the elixir? We have only one chance. It has to be now. Yes? Oh, yeah, there. So this will release it. I don't want... were they all in different places? Well done, Dan, for not writing down where the others were. The Dendru's elixir is the one that should release it. I hand over the bottle of brown liquid and Aelfred snatches at it greedily. The redemption is at hand, my brothers and sisters. Praise the Dendru. Bring forth the receptacle. There's a good game show catchphrase. A shallow iron bowl is brought forward and placed in front of Aelfred. He mutters some words and pours the brown liquid into the vessel. He chants softly. A thin tendril of grey smoke begins to ascend slowly at first, and then rising with his voice. Okay, yes, you're quite right. Please remember, bring forth the receptacle. Rising with his voice stronger and stronger until it is a whirling vortex 20 feet high. The minutes stretch out as I wait with apprehension for what is to come. But nothing happens. Eventually, Aelfred speaks again. It is done! Now, we wait. 2 years later. Oh, an hour later. The sun is hanging low in the sky when we finally hear it. A long, low growl that sends shivers down my spine. Moments later, the woman in the jade mask appears at the western edge of the circle, and then, towering behind her, its head showing above the treetops, the skeletal silhouette of the servant. Charming fellow. Oh, glorious one, in your name we set you free. Drink the offering and become redeemed. Ha, you think it is that easy? Think you can say a few words and override the bond? The servant is mine. At that, the beast lets out a terrifying roar and charges towards the group. Aelfred shrieks in terror and leaps to the side as a long black limb crashes down on the spot where he stood, sending the heavy iron bowl flying into the air. One braver member of the group stands his ground as the others flee. I am not afraid. I will be... Is it squished? But we will never know what he would be, because with a single swipe of his arm, the servant splits the man in two mid-sentence. The woman in the jade mask turns towards me, and unnervingly, the servant mirrors her movements. I have much to thank you for, horticulturist. The seeds of redemption, those fools. They were ready to unleash an unimaginable terror on the world. This servant that they worship so much, all it wants is blood. And I'm the only one who can hold it back. She turns and slowly walks away, the servant following in that unsettling mirrored fashion. My attention is drawn to the body on the floor a few meters away from where I stand. The ground is soaked in blood. Okay. Friday. I have had some time to reflect on the events of the last few weeks. With our leader dead and our cause in tatters, the Seeds of Redemption has disbanded. Verona and Reuben have made it clear that they want nothing more to do with me. They do not understand what we were trying to achieve. They do not understand that the woken Dendru will not be tamed. The woman in the jade mask may have some hold over it for now, but I know she won't be able to hold it forever. As for myself, I've retreated to Strange Horticulture for the time being. Nobody comes to the shop anymore, which suits me fine. I will stay out of sight. The woken Dendru will shake off its shackles sooner or later, and when it does, it will remember those who were loyal. Praise the Dendru. Well, I got ending 7 there, the Bishop's Parasol. So, well, there's an alive and a dead sort of list there. And that is the game. So what I'm going to do whilst that continues is I'm going to Strange Horticulture, open the what was it called? Open the box. If the sisters are dead, someone will give you this box. There is a plant called Clavium that can unlock any lock. Muppetry. And that's what you were trying to hint at me, weren't you? Thistle. That is what you were trying to get me towards. So I had no idea what was in the box, but that is how I should have opened it. If I had You will encounter a note detailing the plants you need to use in a ritual to defeat the servant. No, is that... Can I? Have I got the... Earlier? Oh, does it go back to this? Oh, so there are 77 plants. We've identified 54 of them. Have you ever heard of the Monastery of the Black Veil? I think it would interest you. I learned of it from a man from Ravenglass. If you're ever in that part of the world, you should ask him about it. He owns the Horn Shoe Inn on Main Street. So you can continue and identify all the plants. That's lovely. That's really nice. I'm not going to do that on stream because we're sort of done with the main storyline. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to open this box and see what we could have won. Because I'd forgotten about Clavium. So this says, follow the Duddon tributary to its source. Well, I'm glad I could be helpful for you there. So follow the Duddon tributary to its source. And then this says, first is the corpse's friend, a reminder. Then comes the ankle grabber, the binder. Third is the fearbringer. Fourth, to lift a curse. Last, a petal to secure. Black blood's reverse. Oh, sweet lord, that is a... thingy and a half. But if we had gone to Duddon, now is it a river? Is it a river? I forget what Duddon was. You are hiding. Follow the Duddon tributary to its source. Duddon. Where is it? Duddon. Ah, River Duddon to its source. There. There are more important things I could be doing back at the shop. Follow the Duddon tributary to its source. Now, are we saying that the tributary is actually this way? Because that's wrong. The Duddon tributary... Oh, so this one? Is that what... I'm determined to at least solve this mini puzzle. Hang on. I should have turned that on, auto-labelling. Okay. I was just wondering if I could reverse time and then we could try it, but we got time. Water my elixirs. It does not let me water my elixirs, disappointingly. Oh, you can't do it twice in a row. That's quite exciting. Yeah, so you have to change plants. You can water the same plant every other time, but you can't water the same plant twice in a row. That's quite fun. There we go. So, the tributary of the Duddon, which this is not how a tributary works, but let's go with there. I've never seen this plant before, and here it is growing in abundance. Nice. So we've got a new plant there. So the corpse's friend, a reminder, then the ankle grabber, the binder. So these are all things within the book. These are all phrases within the book. One is a fearbringer, one will lift a curse, last a petal to score black's blood reverse. Yes, well, hang on. Is that you? Simone. It's good to see you too, Hellbore. It has been a while. Oh, let's give you a... Yeah. You seem as relaxed as ever, though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? You absolutely will, Arch. And you'll get a different ending. You can get the proper ending where you actually defeat the thing. I must admit, I've been buried in my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. I hear you and your plants had a part to play, though. I've been collating some information on a selection of plants for a little book I'm putting together. I bet you have. I was hoping you could help me finish identifying all these plants. Let's start with the moonlight flower, Bella Nox. I've always loved that one. Moonlight flower, Bella Nox. Well, that's not even in here. So it's going to be a different name for it. So that's irritating because they've now got to check all the things, haven't I? It's not a Guria. It's not a Guria. Story. That's true, but if so, I would hope that there is no way to deal with this now, so that the game would be stuck here, so I would hope that the game would not do that. Moonlight flower. Let's try Devil's Nightcap. Corpse's friend. First is the corpse's friend, Devil's Nightcap. Embersol, nope. Evulum, nope. Haverage, nope. It's sort of similar, but not. Meek Dew, no. Pennybell. I'll check Palliance as well. No. No. Last few. So sour brandy. No. Spring wax cap. No. I think it's going to be one of the ones that I've already dealt with. No. Just want one extra plant to identify to get us up to 55. Moonlight flower, Bella Knox. But then oh, why is that, Neil? I had an incredibly disappointing takeaway a couple of days ago. It was I ordered chicken tikka masala, and whatever I got was not chicken tikka masala because it was hot. I took the first mouthful, I went, oh no! I am not a spicy person, not a spicy fan of spicy food. And this was just like, no, can't deal with it. Nuh-uh. So it was really disappointing. I should have complained. Did I complain? No. Oh, right. Good boycott now. Good boycott. Yeah. Do you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to bail on this. And is Bane? No. I think I'm going to bail on this. Yeah. Well, quite a few places I know in terms of takeaways tend not to do Monday. Obviously, it must be the day of the week that we don't order takeaways on. Right, I am going to call it there, actually. So, thank you very much, everyone, for Strange Horticulture. I've really enjoyed that. Really lovely game. I am probably going to do a few more plants on my own, just sitting back, having to worry about being entertaining. Not that I worry about that anyway. So, thank you very much for joining me for that.